All right, story time. So check this out. And don't mind the little scribble behind my baby wrote on the wall. I tried to clean it. Didn't work. Cool. But I was sitting outside smoking me one. And most of the time I usually, well, all the time I go to thinking or studying. So I ended up going down a rabbit hole. And this is what I done came up with. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a politician. I don't work in the government. I really ain't shit. I'm just confident and intelligent. So you take that for what it is. But anyway, with my own studies, lips kind of ashy. We not in a crisis, but things ain't all good. They ain't all bad, but they not all good. So I'm looking down at my notes and shit. But all right, I'm gonna get right into it. Mortgage delinquencies are negative 2.06%. Unemployment is negative 4.1%. This is nationally. Home prices are up. Make sure you write that down. Keep that in your mind in the back of well. Home prices are up plus 2%. Foreclosures are negative 0.4% in quarter one of 2026. We haven't gotten them for quarter two of 2026. I think they come out in September. And the consumer debt delinquency is negative 4.7%. Does that scream recession? No. But for all those negatives and for one positive, it should grow awareness for Americans or for people, period. And this is all, the reason I say Americans, this is all U.S. data. And I'm from Alabama. In Alabama alone, the unemployment rate is 3.4% in July. Hey man, check this out. Like I said, like I always say, I ain't shit, but I'm confident and intelligent. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a politician. What else? I'm not any of that. I'm just me. But looking at these numbers, if the negatives continue to rise, and that one positive rise, like it ain't gonna make sense in my mind. Cause check this out. And we not in 2008, but in 2008, mortgage delinquencies hit an all-time high of over 20%. If we get to 5%, that's hey, the economy is slowing down. And that just don't determine a recession by itself, just mortgage or any of those, just one of those by itself. But those as a collective, that determines a economy or the state of the economy. So if mortgage delinquencies and unemployment alone continue to go down, it ain't looking good. Unemployment is at negative 4.1%. That means people ain't working. So that means that's why. And mortgage delinquencies just mean a person is 30 days or more behind. That's all it means. It don't mean they technically about to lose their house. But watch this. Foreclosures are at 0.4% for quarter one. What if that goes up? That means now people are more than 90 days behind. They 6 months to a year and they losing their home. And consumer debt. Consumer debt is auto loans, credit cards, student loans, payday loans, I say credit cards, mortgages, any type of debt. That's at 4.7% in 2026. Boy, folks ain't paying their bill. Not because they don't want to, they can't. Unemployment is at 4.1%. People are losing jobs. Like, in my hometown, we got this place called Georgia Pacific, GP. And it closed down one time. And the thing I know about GP that other people don't know that may work there is that GP is owned by a private company, the Koch brothers, which means they are not regulated by the government. They not IPO. They not on the stock market. You know what I'm saying? So they don't listen to anyone. They don't have investors. They are the investors. You know what I'm saying? They not a public company. They're a private company. So with that being said, hey, they can close their doors when they get ready. And when I was there, they had already said that 2030 would be the end of one of the contracts there. I don't know if that's for sure when they was shut GP down, so don't quote me on that, but I'm just saying something I heard. Hey, Meta, record. You gotta excuse me, TikTok. I'm going double right here. But yeah, supposedly in 2030, what's going on? Hey, Meta, record. But yeah, like I was saying, in 2030, supposedly Georgia Pacific, one of the contracts that one of the contractors or whoever I was talking to said they were just saying that Georgia Pacific would be done with the project they contracted out, like the Coach Brothers in 2030. I don't know if they have another one or not. Man, instead of watching, don't get me wrong, I done took a couple glimpses at the Kiefer D trial, the Lil Durk trial, but instead, if you go invest in that, invest in things like this, because it don't mean the world gonna end, but this is the time to become someone who gets in on getting things for cheap and selling them for higher when the economy bounces back. Everything that goes up must come down, and anything that came down will eventually go back up. So catch the wave. As above, so below. So are we in a recession right now? No. Will we be in one next year? Probably not. But 2028, like I said, I don't know, but the way things are going, it's not looking good. Because for one, look at that. Home prices are rising. They are at plus 2%. So the prices of homes are rising, but unemployment is rising. It's not declining. Like, the number is in a negative, but unemployment is rising. So these people who are getting the homes can't afford them no more because they losing jobs. And the people who want homes can't even afford them or fathom getting a home because they on welfare, food stamps, unemployment, ain't got no job. Doing side hustles, getting paid up on the table, not being taxed. So then a third of America is in consumer debt. If they paying their mortgage, they not paying their credit card or their car note. So now they got a house, but their car being repoed. They got a house, but they ain't got no extra money to spend. They can't pay their credit card. So now the creditors are calling them back and forth. Now, one person in the house done lost their job from unemployment rates. Yeah, the price of their home done went up, but they can't sell their house because they can't afford another house. And there'll be a fool to go to an apartment with 3-4 kids and them as adults and probably a pet or two. Man, look, it ain't looking good, man. And we gotta keep our eye on the ball. This is where people should change their habits and look into investing. And that's what I'm doing. I see this as an opportunity. While everybody else is not paying attention, everybody else is worried about the war. Everybody else is worried about Pooh Shiesty and Gucci, Lil Durk, Kiefer D and Tupac, the next concert, LeBron going to Philly. Don't get me wrong, I indulge in all those things from time to time, but I know the real. I'm looking at the numbers. And a lot of people are finna go through some things. I'm not wishing it on them, but hey, if you're not paying attention, that's how you fail. If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. If you're not retaining information and gaining access, you won't elevate. It's all about progression. Hey man, all I can tell you is to just keep going.